CEBU OXYGEN vs BERCILLES. Facts. The case involves an abandoned road that the City Council of Cebu has sold via a public bidding to the petitioner. The petitioner sought to register the land to him, but the Assistant Provincial Fiscal of Cebu filed a motion to dismiss the application on the ground that the property sought to be registered is a public road intended for public use and is considered part of the public domain and therefore outside the commerce of man. The trial court issued an order dismissing the petitioner's application for registration of title, hence the instant petition for review. Issues. Does the City Charter of Cebu City, under Section 31, Paragraph 34, give the City of Cebu the valid right to declare a road as abandoned? And 2. Does the declaration of the road as abandoned make it the patrimonial property of the City of Cebu, which may be the object of a common contract? Issue 1. The pertinent portions of the revised Charter of Cebu City provides. Section 31. Legislative powers. Any provision of law and executive order to the contrary notwithstanding, the City Council shall have the following legislative powers. Paragraph 34. To close any city road, street or alley, boulevard, avenue, park or square. Property thus withdrawn from public servitude may be used or conveyed for any purpose for which other real property belonging to the city may be lawfully used or conveyed. From the foregoing, it is undoubtedly clear that the City of Cebu is empowered to close a city road or street. In the case of Pavis versus City of Baguio, where the power of the City Council of Baguio to close city streets and to vacate or withdraw the same from public use was similarly assailed, this court said, "So it is that appellant may not challenge the City Council's act of withdrawing a strip of Lapu-Lapu Street at its dead end from public use and converting the remainder thereof into an alley. These are acts well within the ambit of the power to close a city street. The City Council, it would seem to us, is the authority competent to determine whether or not a certain property is still necessary for public use. Such power to vacate a street or alley is discretionary, and the discretion will not ordinarily be controlled or interfered with by the courts, absent a plain case of abuse or fraud or collusion. Faithfulness to the public trust will be presumed. So the fact that some private interests may be served incidentally will not invalidate the vacation ordinance." Issue 2. Since that portion of the city street subject of petitioner's application for registration of title was withdrawn from public use, it follows that such withdrawn portion becomes patrimonial property, which can be the object of an ordinary contract. Article 422 of the Civil Code expressly provides that property of public dominion, when no longer intended for public use or for public service, shall form part of the patrimonial property of the state. Besides, the revised charter of the City of Cebu, heretofore quoted, in very clear and unequivocal terms, states that property thus withdrawn from public servitude may be used or conveyed for any purpose for which other real property belonging to the city may be lawfully used or conveyed. Accordingly, the withdrawal of the property in question from public use and its subsequent sale to the petitioner is valid. Hence, the petitioner has a registrable title over the lot in question.